Hi, welcome back to Internet Hot Rod TV. Today I'd like to cover body work with you. My poor Mustang here has got a few dents that we need fixed, and, well, I'd like to show you how it's done. So let's get busy. This is the area we're going to fix today. It's not a real big dent, it's just something small, but it gives you an idea how the bodywork guys do it at the shop. Okay, first thing we need to do is remove all the paint from that area. So we're going to use this cool tool here and take it down to bare metal. Now we need to remove the paint in a larger area, not just in a small area. That way, when we apply the filler later on, it'll be nice and conformity to the fender that we're working with. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I realize it's kind of hard to see, but this is the area that the dent's in, and now we need to go ahead and pull it out. And in the old days, they used to drill holes and then use this tool to pull the dent out. But nowadays, the technology has made a better deal. And what we have here is it's a gun of sorts. And what you do is you attach a pin onto those dents that you have, and then you can pull them out. So let's try that. And what we're trying to do is we're going to try to get in the middle of that dent so that when we pull it out, it's going to pull straight. If you're up too high or too low, then the dent's going to not work correctly. Put the slide hammer on there now. Go back and check your work. And it's just about there. Okay, the next part we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut the pins off. And the cool thing about doing this is you don't drill into the sheet metal, so there's no chance of rust. Once you sand or grind those off flush, we'll just be able to put a very light coat of body filler, and so that makes it lightweight, and it makes for better appearing work. So let's go ahead and grind the top of those off. A little bit more. We want to be careful with the grinder that we don't lose our body line, because if you take the grinder and go over your body line, then it's going to change things, and then when you put the filler back in there, you're going to lose the shape of the fender, so you don't want to do that. Okay, what we're going to use is this is body filler. It's a two-part mix. You mix it up and then you spread it on. So I guess this, for some, is the funnest part of the job. I'm using cardboard, but it's probably better to use some metal or glass. It's usually a little easier to clean up with glass, and what you do is you take the basic stuff and then you add the hardener to it and mix away. Kind of like kid stuff, man. Lots of fun. get it mixed up as best you can. Too much hardener and it dries too fast. Too little hardener and it takes forever. So it just depends on the type of day you got. A little bit of experience on how much hardener you need. Okay, that looks pretty good. And this is a spreader, and so what we're going to do here is we're going to mix this up just a tick more, and we're just going to go ahead and put a little bit of filler on the dent. Now, there's not much of a dent there because we've pulled it out pretty good. Sometimes you can put a little more, and then you're just going to sand it off. Anyways. And the trick here is to get it smooth, because the smoother it is, the easier it is to sand. If you make it real blotchy or heavy in one and thin on the other, then it just makes more work. So you just want to kind of smooth it out, work with it. Okay, well, we've got to wait for it to dry now. Well, the Bondo's finally dry to touch, so we can go ahead and start sanding it. Sander to take the big majority of it off, and then you have to go back in with your hand and kind of final finish it. And what I do is take the pads that slightly used off the grinder and fold them in half, so they make pretty good handheld flat sanding pads. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying not to allow the Bondo to be way up on top of the body, because then otherwise you'll have an uneven surface, because it's pretty obvious this is lower than this because the Bondo is higher. So what you want to do is you want a gradual blend into where the damage was. Alright, the last phase of it's going to be adding primer. Now, usually I have a mixture that I put in a paint gun, and I'll do a large area, but just to kind of give you an idea of a final finish here, we're just going to go ahead and use the Valspar self-etching primer just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. There we go. That's it. We're ready. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video today. I tried to do my best to show you what it takes to make a body repair. I'm more or less an engine guy, but, you know, necessity makes me a body guy. So, you know, I have to get it done and I have to make the car go. So that's what it takes. I appreciate you watching, and thanks.